Alright guys, let's start off one of these narrated videos just because some people are like, oh, I can't see everything in your drone footage that you can see on the computer, so I thought I would just narrate a bit, especially today because we have some pretty exciting news out of the drone footage today. So as you can tell, right off the bat, as soon as I got up there, it started to snow, um, which isn't ideal for a drone that is basically a giant floating battery with an electronic camera. I didn't have my protector on it, and also the propellers are not covered. But everything was just so exciting, I decided to stay up there, and I chose not to come down, which may not have been the smartest decision, but hey, it's worth it. So if you look really closely, you can see right there the first airtime hill out of the drop on Minebuster. A crane was arriving, a small crane, and you'll see shortly a car pulling up, a truck, and I can't tell if they're loading things onto Minebuster or if they're loading things off of Minebuster. The only thing I can confirm is every day more wood is appearing on the side, what looks like wood, is being stored along the side of Minebuster on that same pathway. You can see some of the zoomed in pictures on my Instagram, Amusement Insiders, if you aren't already following. So it is starting to look pretty interesting, is the word I guess I'll use, to what is going on with Minebuster. I have no idea. I just saw doing my daily check of the parking lot to see if there's anything being stored. That's usually a storage area for things arriving. So I guess I stopped paying attention to Minebuster a little bit. I know a lot of this video is going to be directed towards Minebuster. Over here, all you can really see is anything with an orange tarp is a footer drying. So if you see orange tarp covering something, it's concrete drying. And a lot of other footers are actually not covered anymore, so they're done drying. And you'll see a excavator digging up a large area. I keep changing my mind on where the potential station is going to be because one area will have a lot of work, then it'll go back to the other side. So it's a battle between north and south for the station, in my opinion. Again, I could be wrong. I have no idea. I'm just basing it off of what I'm seeing. So here I'm zooming in. Well, not zooming in, it's already zoomed in. But there you still can't see quite what's going on. All I know is it's definitely at the bottom of that little bunny hill that they're doing something on Minebuster. And if you look a little west, so follow the track up towards the turnaround, you'll see a bunch of lumber, to what looks like lumber being stored. This is really late. Typically, if they're doing a renovation or refurbishing a part of the wood coaster, they start in January. So this is really late for that. So if you even look a little bit more west, right at the turnaround, there's some weird dug up area, which is another interesting factor. So whatever's going on with Minebuster is extremely weird. I have no idea. It could be nothing. It could be a very quick remodel. Not remodel, sorry, just refurbishment in some areas. Or maybe it's something more major. I don't know. Comment below what you think. So just looking over the general area, there's still more work going on over by Lumberjack. There's an excavator, and there's a bulldozer, a very small bulldozer, and then there's a lot of work by Flying Canoes, which leads me to believe that maybe we're going to see a completely new Whitewater area. You know, on the app, there's the new entrance to Whitewater Canyon. It shows it going over Whitewater Canyon into the Lake Q area. So I'm starting to think that, you know, there's a lot of construction trailers there. There's a lot of digging up of the pathway. There was just a lot of concentration of work going on in that area right now. So I'm starting to think that maybe we might see a new themed area over there. And by new themed area, I just mean like a refurbishment and enhancement of the already themed area. So here we have a little bit of a better view of what's going on. Still don't know what they're loading off of or onto that truck. All I can see is it looks like they're loading something off of the truck onto the track, but no one's there to receive it, so it was really confusing. I really just didn't know what was going on, so I can't really tell you guys what's going on there. If you look over there, there is a lot of dried concrete that isn't covered anymore beside the tunnel. In the vortex helix, if you look closely, I know you gotta like zoom in, screenshot or zoom in, but there's a lot of dried concrete over there now. The tunnel, there's an excavator in the tunnel digging still. Yeah, still. So I have no idea how deep this tunnel is going to be. There's another view of the Timberwolf path, lots of digging up there. Still some weird activity over by the Whitewater Canyon Forest, right where the kiddie pool used to be. Don't know what that is, don't know if it's related or not, so I can't really make a prediction on that. Just lots of work. Lots and lots of work continuing. It has simmered down a little bit, so a lot of the excavators aren't being used anymore, and it looks like the construction team has become a lot smaller than it was about 2 weeks ago when they were really rushing it. But that could be because it's the same company and they're working over by Lumberjack and Flying Canoes now. But yeah, you can see construction tape surrounding this new giant hole that they're building, formation of a hole that they're building near the where the station used to be for Skyrider, which is also pretty interesting. Again, have no idea what they're doing on Minebuster. You can see them working away over at Lumberjack. You can see people moving around over by Flying Canoes and that weird activity on the north side of the Whitewater Canyon Forest that they removed a lot of trees from. No evidence of any construction on Minebuster either, just to get that out there. We're just seeing a crane arriving and unloading and from the truck onto the track, and then some storage of lumber. Here I'm going down to get a better angle, so I'm bringing my drone down, trying to figure out, you can tell I'm confused as well. So just try and get a shot in between the behemoth supports. Still couldn't see anything. Really, really confusing as to what that could be. So the shot got dark because of lighting, so I'm going to enhance the image and bring in a little more light in a second. So yeah, it's really dark, but the image will be enhanced in just a sec. There we go. Still can't tell. Have no clue what is going on. I'm trying everything on my camera, if you can tell. I'm like zooming in. Yeah, there we go. Trying to enhance as much as possible. Yeah, it's about, so it gets a little pixelated the more I zoom in. Can't see what it is. Maybe someone can screenshot and zoom in on their computer. I have no idea. There is a weird machine over by Timberwolf's drop. I could not figure it out from where I was. I haven't seen this machine on site yet. It's really low to the ground. It's similar to the crane. It like digs itself into the ground to hold itself in place. Have no idea what it is. Could not figure it out because I could hardly see it, to be honest. But we'll get to that a little later in the video. I pretty much watched them, so you can see the crane doing something on Minebuster now. I just moved away, but you could see the little white ball and the little chain thing. I couldn't tell if there is crew on Minebuster or not. We do know that they recently just retracked the most of the helix here. So it could just be small woodwork. You know, as they start to prep for testing of the rides, they might notice things that they didn't notice over the winter. So it just might be a small fix. Could be anything, could be nothing. Again, the Flying Canoes area is really interesting and confusing and interesting. Again. You can see the track, everything's still in place. Weird work over at the turnaround on Minebuster, wood storage too. Oh, cut to another scene. There was just so much going on today. I was just so confused on what to focus on and what to look at. It's Flying Canoes, Lumberjack, Tunnel, Skyrider plot of land, Minebuster, storage area, Minebuster turnaround, Whitewater Canyon Forest, trucks moving left, right, and center. I had no idea. All right. So then again, you can see one of the dump trucks coming in. You can see a weird crane thing and flying canoes. I don't know if the rides arrived or not. You can see also the change rooms are being gutted and remodeled. You can see the washroom over near Cyclone is also being gutted and remodeled. You can see them doing work at the washrooms over by Wonder Mountain. And you can see them doing work at the washrooms in the Whitewater Bay area, Whitewater Canyon area, sorry. And again, I don't have confirmation and I can't tell just due to oversaturation, but it does appear that track is missing from Wonder Mountain's Guardian. I can't say yes or no. I can't give you even a guess because I can't tell. My images are so zoomed in and they do get oversaturated. So I guess we'll find out in April or May. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about all this. Comment below what you think. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll do more videos like this just because some people are asking, just due to the inability to see much on your phone screens and computers, just because the equipment is 4K. All right, have a good one, guys. Thanks again.